Hey guys, I'm trying to make a little video to let you know what you need to buy for the wedding, what I'll provide, and how to apply it. Patty, lovely Patty, will demonstrate how to put it all on later in this video. I'll try to attach it correctly. But let's start out with what you will need. You'll provide your own foundation that matches your skin. You can go to the drugstore and get it, or Ulta, Sephora, whatever fits your preference. Most things nowadays don't make you break out, so if you're not used to something, then a drugstore is perfectly fine. Or if you want a more quality brand, you can go to Ulta or Sephora. My favorite brand is It's because it has sunscreen in it as well, and it doesn't make me break out. And you also need to provide an eyebrow pencil, an eyeliner, a pencil that matches your darkest part of your hair, and a liquid eyeliner. You can also borrow some, but if you have some, bring it. And if you want to buy it for later, that's good too. Lash glue as well. Anything around your eyes, like if you prefer to use your own, it just is safer, I guess. And my red eye is from a bug in it, not from using other people's eye things, but still, maybe it was. Maybe I used someone's eye thing and it was just red. I don't know. Anyway, Patty's gonna provide the foam tanner, and we'll provide, put it on the night before, and so everyone's nice and bronze and sexy. And she'll also bring blush and highlighter to add to the makeup, so you don't need to get that unless you want to. And she'll also have concealer for your T-line and to cover up zits. Now we'll go through what I provide. I provide the primer, which will be the first step, and then you'll have the concealer, which is optional, or Patty will provide it, and then apply your own foundation, which Patty will go through all this. I'll provide your contour kit, and she'll have blush and highlighter that you can use, and then you'll have your eyebrow pencil or eyebrow powder, whatever you prefer. I use Benefits. I've also used Anastasia from Ulta or Sephora, and then, like I said, drugstores have really all of this as well. I will provide the eyeshadow and all of your brushes for all of this. If you want, you can get a sponge that will just help apply everything as well. Actually, you should get a sponge. Get a sponge. And then you'll have to get the eyeliner. We'll put that on next. And then I have eyelashes. But if you can, grab some duo eyelash glue, and which you can get that at the drugstore as well, like CVS or Kroger or anywhere. And then I will have the lip liner and lipstick as well for everyone. I think I might be one short, but we can share at some point. But I have 6 sets of everything, so I think that's it. Patty's gonna demonstrate, and this is gonna be so much fun.
We are grabbing our primer with the priming spoon. I'm gonna just put it on my finger. And I'm gonna start with a little bit because I've never worked with this before. And if you have too much, it'll get gross. So I think a little bit goes a long way with this. I'm just gonna rub it.
Yeah, I think that's way too much. That's a lot.
I don't know. On my skin.
So what does that do? The primer?
This will be the base for your foundation, fill in your pores, and make your foundation look better. And help it stick to your face. Okay, we're going in with our Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Optional step. I like it under my eyes, on my nose, and up here. And then I'll go in with my damp beauty blender. I start with the forehead until it's all blended out and smooth. And then I go into my nose. This will help with contouring your nose. It makes the middle section lighter, so you don't have to add as much contour. Okay, and then I'm gonna blend out the eyes. I do this before the foundation, so you don't want 2 layers of makeup under your eye because then it'll crease more. And so that kind of just brightens up your under eye. and I bring it down almost to my nose, where my nose stops. Okay. And that's my concealer. Okay, now we're going in with foundation. I usually match it to the color of my neck because if I don't bronze my face, it's pale and my body will be several shades darker. So this has been pre-matched to a previous bronzer, tanner. And then I'll put this everywhere I didn't put my concealer.
Ezekiel, can you turn that down like 2, please?
And then same as with the concealer, I'll pat it in. And then I like to go down my neck and on my ears because it looks funny if you have pale ears and a tan face. And I kind of overlap it a little bit with the concealer. And then I'm just gonna go around my whole face. And then I'll bring it up to my nose. I'm sure that angle's really flattering.
It's beautiful. It's so funny, like the steps of makeup, because it's like, it's like art or anything that you do, like, is this gonna turn out good?
Yeah, we'll see.
It will. Trust the process. I always like walk out and I'm like, Brandon, look, like I have like war paint on.
Right. I will just go over the concealer I did on my forehead. I just like to add that there because I have a little bit of a line. So I like a little more coverage on my wrinkle.
Patty the makeup guru.
And I usually add this to my eyes, but we're gonna do a special eye primer for the big day. So that's it. That's my foundation.
Yay.
Okay, so we're going in with the contour palette and we are going to do our cheekbones. I like to do these 2 shades, mix them a little bit. One's a little cooler and one's a little warmer. And then I like to suck in to see where I want to place it. And then once you have a nice starting position, you can go up and down, and you can also stipple it as much or as little as you want. I like a strong contour, as you probably already know. I like to define those cheekbones. And then I'm gonna like stipple it out so it's not so dark in that area.
Stipple, I don't know if I've heard that word before. That like, just dabbing it in?
Dab.
Dab. It's a better word. Sounds more sophisticated. And if you also like want a darker, if you're a tanner, just in general, you could also bring a darker contour with you, or you can borrow someone's, because I'm sure some people have darker contour if you want a harder cheek or if you're just darker complected.
Okay, then I am going to also do around my forehead. And I like to hold my hair so I don't get my hair dark. Okay, and then the other side. I do like to get my hairline though, just so it doesn't, like, there's not a dark line where it starts.
Beautiful.
And then I'm going to do my nose.
I also hit my jawline a little bit here personally because I don't have a very strong jaw. So like if you wanted more of a defined jawline, you can put a little bit just like right on your jawline and just really blend it in. So there's not like a direct line, but just so there's a little bit shadow, like even up in here to kind of give you a more, but that's just something that you can kind of play with and see what you like best.
So it'll be like right here. And so there you can kind of see the difference. I'm drawing myself a jaw instead of a double chin.
Yes. And remember, just like a lot of the point of like makeup like this is so it shows up better in pictures.
So it might look a little more dramatic in real life, but in pictures, it'll look perfect. So for the nose, I'm gonna grab a little, just a cool shade for the nose. I'm gonna tap it off because we don't want a super dark nose. And then I just kind of follow the natural line of my nose and I just go down each side. And then I'll try to like blend that. And then I'm gonna blend this. So you don't want it to look like two lines on your nose. So I blend it. And then you'll want to create a round tip by just going in a circle on the bottom.
And I also am providing the brushes too, so don't worry about getting brushes unless there's a specific brush that you already have or want to buy.
I'm gonna go with a little bit more of a defined nose because why not? And then I try to like look and see if there's like a line that way. Do you see a line on the side of my nose? And I kind of blend it into my eyes, so it doesn't look like it just starts out of the middle of nowhere. And then you'll take the lighter shade, pink, yellow, either one of them work. I like a little more of a brighter nose, so I'll probably go in with this yellow, and I'll just go down the center of it.
Hello.
And there's my nose.
Sorry, I was gonna text you back, but I'm videoing her doing her makeup. That's my brother Eric and Zion.
Hi.
I'm gonna stop this for a second.
Okay, now I take some more of the yellow and I'm gonna put it in on top of that contour to brighten it up. So I wanna brighten up this part of my face, under my eyes, basically my T-zone. I want to like brighten and then darken under your jaw and up on your line around your head. So I want this a little brighter, but also it should blend into the darker part. You can also go around here with some of the yellow and kind of like define your cheekbones a little bit more. Contour a little bit goes a long way, so the more you blend, the better it looks. Okay, now we're gonna set our under eye so it doesn't crease, and you put a little bit of the setting powder in the lid. It comes with this little sponge that you'll fold so that it'll go into the shape of your eye. Don't spill it. Okay. And then you'll see where it goes on. And we'll let that sit for a bit and take a brush and wipe it back off. Okay, so I'm gonna add some blush, totally optional, and everyone is welcome to use this palette. So there's different options. This one might be more of a neutral one. This will be for lighter skin tones, and then the darker skin tones down here. So I'll just grab a little of it with my brush, and I'm gonna add it to the cheeks.
Come here.
And I'm gonna dab it in place until it looks like blended.
Come here. This is a funny video.
So it should be between your contour down here and your highlighter up here. It should be right in the middle. And you can smile and put it on your cheeks that way too. I also like to add a little bit just up here. It doesn't do much, but I feel like it makes it a little more color, like a little more sun-kissed. And that's the blush. Okay, I'm going back in with some highlighter, optional as well, just for a little extra glow. And I'm gonna add that right here. So you can go in with a lot or a little. And then I'll add it to the other side too. I like to add a little on my nose.
See how fast that's going?
Just like two.
Okay, I'm highlighted. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyebrows. I like to brush them out with this spoolie, brushing up and to the right. And then you can either use the eyebrow pencil, or I use this brow pomade with a brush, an angled brush. And I just follow the natural line of my eyebrows. And create a line at the bottom.
Zeke, should I bring a switch up?
I'm looking for something.
You want to switch?
And then I'm gonna connect the middle.
I want mine. And I think that's the good one.
I try to create like a small arch,
Without
and then I go over the hairs on the ends to define them more. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit more product and do the front. And I like a less product towards the front. I want it to look like an ombre or like a lighter towards the more natural towards the front. So I do it lighter. And then I'll brush this out.
And if you had a pencil, it's pretty much the same concept, like kind of heavier on the ends and get lighter toward the middle.
Yep. And then that's the basic shape of it, my eyebrow, and then I just like to brush through it again. You can also add eyebrow gel on top of it to hold the hairs in place. Okay, I'm going in with the eye primer to put on my eyes before I do the eyeshadow. So if you don't use this before you do your eyeshadow, then your eyeshadow will not really show up. And I'm gonna go in with a brush to like smooth it in.
What happened to that one we said we should use?
This one. so we are going to replicate this eye that I've already done. And we're gonna start with the eyeshadow. So we'll start with this one right here called Poise. And I'll grab a generous amount and put that, I'll start in my crease.
Mom.
And you want to bring it up pretty high. Just till you feel like it's nice and blended and you don't have sharp lines. Okay.
Should I stop at this point and go to the next?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in with the darker crease shade. It's called Delicate.
Yeah.
And I'll go right in my crease.
You're gonna go compose like the first time I ever put you in that.
Okay, now I'm going in with this top shade called Rose Petal with a flat brush. In the inner corner, all the way to the middle. So inner corner and go to the middle. Okay, so I've cleaned off my flat brush and I'm going to spray it with some setting spray. And I'm gonna pick up this ash color, which is like an orange glitter almost, copper probably. And then the dampness will pick up that glitter pigment. And I'm just adding it to the middle of my lid.
Take that out of your mouth. I'll throw it on the ground. I'll chuck it and throw it. I'll chuck it and throw it.
And that's how that should look.
I don't need your help.
Okay, so I added some highlighter up here, just the same one that I used on my face and then I highlighted this inner corners right here too. And now I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. Okay, so now we're doing eyeliner. I like a liquid eyeliner. This is like a felt tip one. This particular one is just a L'Oreal telescopic one. So it's liquid and you can do like a fine, nice thin line like I've done on this other side. So I will go in, I like to get really close to the mirror so I can see my eye. And it's kind of hard doing your left eye. So I try to start out as thin as possible. You can always make it thicker, but I start out thin. And then I like to like wing out the end. I just draw a straight line and then I connect my line to the eyeliner. And then you can make it a little sharper and take it out like that. Beautiful. Okay, taking the Duo lash glue. I have this lash ready. I've cut it to fit the size of my eye. Almost every single lash will be too big and you need to fit it to your eye. And then I start with a little bit of glue. Less is more with the glue. If you get it too wet, it won't stick, it'll slide off. And I just make sure I have a nice even line all the way across. And I sit and I let it dry for 1 minute. We're putting our eyelash on now. I start with the inner corner, line it up, stick it on the line, and I use a tool to set it in place.
I usually use just my nails for this part, but some people find it easier to use a tool or their nails. Everyone, or can't do it all together and need help. So we practice and try different things.
Try to blow on it. The inner corner is what like always lifts. So you want to just hold that in place until, yeah, whatever.
Until it dries.
Okay, I'm going in with some mascara. So I add this at the base of my lashes to blend my natural lashes, which are right here, to the false lash. And I'll just go around the bottom. Sometimes you can touch up your lash, make it look a little more dramatic if you want. And then I take this tool and I smush my lashes together. Because I have really straight eyelashes, so they just go straight out. And that's it. Okay, so we're going in with lip liner. I tend to overdraw my lips a little, but not too much. So this is how I do mine. There's the bottom, and I'll do the top. So I just go slightly above my natural lash line. Okay.
Lash line or lip line?
Lip line. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna add the lipstick to the liner. I'll start with the middle. I like a little more of an ombre look, so I'm not gonna carry it all the way to the edge. I'm gonna stick to the middle and like dab my lips together. For the top, I like to use my finger. And I'll add a little bit more pink. And that's my finished lip look.